Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another one of my videos. Today, we're going to be showing you guys 5 tips and tricks on how to get better at Fortnite. My friend's going to join in a little after he's done editing his video. So let's get right into this. So pretend this is somebody's box, right? And you're like doing your average opening and stuff. Or like whatever opening you do. Make sure they don't have any peaks on you that they can get. Because I don't want to like change your playstyle to make it harder for you. I just want to make sure it's easier so that, because whenever they get the first hit on you, they get a sense of confidence, which is bad for you because they'll just start thinking they're prime Peterbot. They'll just start keying, right? So basically what you have to do is make sure they can't hit you in any angles. So basically, when you're standing right here, they could make a right-hand peek, or was that? Yeah. And then you can't see them. They jump up, but you can still hit them, but it'll be really hard too. And they have a really wide open thing, and you only have a little bit of them. So you always wanna, and also for this, when you're pickaxing the build, hold on, let me like redo this. When you're pickaxing the build and it's like 130 HP, you jump down while you're pickaxing, so you can do like this. You pickaxe once when you're up, and then you jump down and pickaxe, so that you can be ready instead of just doing this. Instead of going like, no, not like that. Instead of going like this, gotta wait for it to heal up. Instead of going like this. Because then they would have their wall by then. Or you doing this. Something like this. Because then they have enough time to escape before you can edit the wall and get a good peek at them. Because they can just edit out the wall and just get out. And escape. And you haven't even hit them yet, which is really bad. So basically what you're going to do when you're attacking someone's box. Make that box right there. Change the grip. Always, you can do your normal routine and stuff. Always just, if you want, always like, if you're going in from above, always pickaxe while you're falling down. Or you can do this. Pickaxe bait and wait for them to edit. And then get a nice free fire. Take their wall while you're doing the after you do the pre-fire, to try to edit out, you can take their wall. And you win the fight. So that's the first tip. Also, this is the second tip. When you're 1v1ing someone, right? Never do a side jump when they're right above you, like this. So if you're right here doing a side jump, and the person, what am I doing? And the person that you're 1v1ing is right here, never do a side jump. Because this is a POV of my friend when I'm doing a side jump. Oh no, this is the POV of me while my friend is doing a side jump, okay? Guys, it turns out my friend had to get off. So, I'm just saying, if somebody was right here, and you did a side jump, all they would see is this. All they would see is you doing just jumping. They see a random person jumping, they'd automatically shoot. Keep going. Alright, so never do a side jump. You're like, hold on. Never do a side jump when they're right on top of your cone. That's the easiest shot ever. They'd just be like, ooh, there's a random person. 100. Then they just full box you, just do an edit course real quick. And then put you in their montage. They just go like this. I ain't even going. The song will be like, I ain't even gonna get mad. I'm young, black, and rich. Oh man. And then I would be like, damn. Damn. Yeah. Damn. Damn. Yeah. Alright, next tip. My friend has to be in. So come on, Ryan. He's doing something right now. Alright, so the next tip is if you want to have fast edits, don't just put simple edit on. Go into your game settings. Go over here. It says auto confirm edits. Put it on edit. If you want your edits to be faster, if you want your resets to be faster, then put it on reset. If you want both to be faster, then put it on both. Look how fast my resets are since I put resets on. Ready? Alright. So then, hold on, let me test. I want to test that out, Loki. I want to test it being on both. I've never really had it on. Yeah? No. Hold on, I'm getting a milkshake. I'll be back, chat. Alright, that's it for today's tips and tricks. I'm sorry I couldn't get my friend on. Alright, peace, guys.